You want to kill someone because they went to pick books. You want to kill people because they have refused to become what you want them to become. You want to kill people because they are outgoing and accommodative and have good interpersonal skills. That one was so bad. So when she saw me, she came immediately because she was going round. It was almost approaching prep. So she was going round, and when she saw me, she came almost immediately. And she was like, what are you doing here? Remember, I've closed myself and my heart is really racing. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What am I putting? Okay, I didn't think too much. I was like, maybe she'll come ask me what I'm doing and then maybe leave me alone. I was beaten. And after being beaten, given the thorough beating, I remember the following day I was given a very tough punishment. I was like, have I killed somebody? So the deputy told me to develop a very big heap of manure, that she can't jump over. You know, she was short. And now my name is Junita and this is my YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Welcome so much to Junita 254 channel, where we talk about life as young adults and real life experiences. Now, as Kenyans, we continue to demand for justice for Ebby, a high schooler who was killed in high school allegedly by her deputy head teacher. For reasons I don't know, these stories about Ebby seemed to have landed in deaf ears 3 years ago, even after her death, that caused so much pain to her mother. Now I'm here to give a story that relates so much with Ebby's. Thank goodness I am not dead, but it touched me deeply when I hear Mama Ebby cry, when I see her cry, when I see her demand for justice, and nothing is being done about that, even by the government of Kenya. Now, as a young girl, I was a very good student. I was a bright student, and I'm here to give a story that costed me a lot of happiness. It costed me my joy. It costed me my results. It costed me the girl I was even meant to become. Anyway, still grinding on. I am Junita and this is my story. So I will give you a little bit of a story of who I really am. So when I was joining high school, I was taken to that school by a community that was from home, but it considered taking me to a school that was far away from my home county. So I always felt vulnerable, even that state of me being in school, having been taken to high school by a community, your teachers, you know, like the whole community. So like landing in that high school, I had that sense of holding back, like backing down a little when it came to people that were doing well in life, people that were coming from Nairobi, having a good sense of affluence, you know. Kidogo, I checked on that because I didn't want to mess up. You know, I have teachers that know who have brought me to school. I have to deliver, so I've not come to school to waste them. So all that time I have been performing so good. I am in Form 3 and hell is not pronounced yet. I am having a guardian now and life is not as bad as it was in Form 2. And I am expected so much to deliver, you know, the kind of pressure that comes left, right, and center. And you like, these people want you to really get good results and you can't because you know yourself, you know your capabilities. Like, I mean, who tops in Form 2 with a B minus and with a very poor grade in mathematics? What even sort of a school is this, for Christ's sake? Have been having issues with my deputy since she has been knowing that I am one of the most vulnerable children. Like, I mean, it was so bad when I was in Form 2. Even when I was in Form 1, the end part of it, I looked funny. Oh my God. I used to look poor. Jesus. I used to feel so bad. I remember even one time when I was being sent home for school fees, I didn't have a proper skirt to go home. I remember borrowing my friend, a person I adore to date, a skirt so that I go home, go collect school fees. And now he is the person who has come to my rescue, and I'm feeling so happy. And I really don't know what to say to him because I don't even know him. You know, he was God sent. Now, this particular day, I meet with my deputy head teacher off guard. I remember I was entering in my history and government teacher office. They used to like stay there, four of them. So I was going to pick this book of mine that had taken to her for assignment. And I remember when I saw the deputy, as I was opening that door, my heart freaked out. I used to have so much tension when I saw her because I knew she was fire. Like, so when she saw me, she came immediately because she was going round. It was almost approaching prep. So she was going round, and when she saw me, she came almost immediately. And she was like, what are you doing here? Remember, I've closed myself and my heart is really racing. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What am I putting? Okay, I didn't think too much. I was like, maybe she'll come ask me what I'm doing and then maybe leave me alone. I was beaten. That night, I was beaten. Like, what are you doing? You are so disrespectful. You entering in the teachers' offices without permission. I was beaten. Jesus, I was beaten. She even called the captain to come and beat me together. Them, two of them. I can't even remember. It's like my conscience was not there. I don't remember what was going on. I remember I was so beaten, and the captain was there witnessing me being beaten. You can remember traumatizing and making a student go through so much, even in the presence of a fellow student. It really broke my heart. I even peed on myself. Imagine. You think I peed on myself because of pain? I peed on myself because of the so much pain that was coming on me. I felt as if my heart was going to stop pumping blood, like almost immediately. I felt so much bitterness towards that woman. I hated her. I swear I hate that woman to death. Now, just to take you a little back, I remember when I was in Form 2, I had this good relationship with my deputy head teacher. When I was vulnerable, she used to give me sanitary towels. She used to give me stuff. She used to collect those stuff from I don't know where and then give them to me. And I used to feel some type of way, like, why am I being treated like I am a very poor girl? Okay, I am poor, but how do you treat me like a poor girl? I mean, it's not that I didn't have those items. I remember my mom used to struggle so much to ensure that I had sanitary towels and tissues and Colgate and everything. Even if school fees was an issue, I remember my mom was really trying. And now this deputy calls me to give me stuff, tissue, sanitary towels, Colgate collected from I don't know where. Okay, me personally, I used to feel this kind of treatment is so unlike me. Why am I being treated so poor? Is it because I am having a problem with my school fees that this woman is even assuming I don't have anything in my box? I don't know, but if she did it out of her goodwill, it's okay. God bless her. Until now, this time I'm having issues that is even making me believe the feelings that I had when I was being held by her. Now I am in Form 3. I am starting to get funny grades. Okay, not as funny, but I was trying. So I am having issues now. Our principal is gone. We have a new principal, and there is this tension that we don't know which principal is coming. Even the deputy doesn't even know this principal. Nobody. Like, we have a new principal. People, it's the localization period, and I bet it affected so many people. Personally, I was affected so much by our formal principal going, because we were in a very good relationship. In fact, I was even this time the library school captain. Yeah, there is this time I came from home to collect school fees, and people were like, oh, you are the library school captain, you know, you're the best student anyway in Form 2. See, those that were being elected as library school captains were the top girls. in Form 2. So I was the assistant library captain since the captain was in Form 3. So I remember this time now we're having a very good relationship with my deputy head teacher, since I am a captain, and you know, I am a top girl. I am having a good, personally, I don't have a problem with relating with people. I have a very good interpersonal relationship with people. Now this principal has come, and after being beaten, given the thorough beating, I remember the following day I was given a very tough punishment. I was like, have I killed somebody? So the deputy told me to develop a very big heap of manure, that she can't jump over. You know, she was short and huge. So she told me to develop a heap of manure that she can't jump over. I was like, what sort of a lima is that? Like, will I stay the whole day in the cow shed developing, collecting manure? And you know, Jesus, it was disgusting. What sort of embarrassment was that? Where was she taking through all that? So I hollered some of my friends that, you know, friends that you come with a long way since Form 1, and they helped me put the manure together. I did the punishment. We put the manure together. We were like, can she jump over? You know, it looked funny at some extent. It looked funny. Kwanza, when I told my friends that the deputy wants a heap that she can't even get to jump over it. So it looked hilarious, but now I started developing pains. Like, after the punishment, you know, scooping manure using a spade, you're not used to that, your hands are tiny, you know, you don't even have energy for all that. Maybe you've not even taken breakfast, maybe, you know, you're having so much that is going on. The principal is passing by, because I remember she was passing by when she was going to her place, and she was like, June, kwani umerogwa? Kwani uko na pepo gani? Like, she was like, this girl is my favorite. I have adored her since I came. What then is happening to her life? At the back, hands, legs, all over. I was traumatized. I felt so bad, so much bitterness. And as I was going to the dormitory to sleep, because it's now 10, I've been beaten since 6 to 10 p.m. and a lot of advices that I didn't even listen to. They landed on deaf ears. I didn't even want to listen to whatever she was saying. What sort of advice are you giving me for entering in an academic department? I was going to pick my book. You didn't even pay keen interest to what I was trying to explain to you. You have this kind of hate towards me because of the new principal, that you want to beat me to death. You want to kill someone because they went to pick books. You want to kill people because they have refused to become what you want them to become. You want to kill people because they are outgoing and accommodative and have good interpersonal skills. That one was so bad. So now it comes a time now when people are being chased home for school fees again in Form 4. Remember, I do not have any fee issue, and I started feeling this weird feeling as if I was sick. Okay, I wasn't as sick as per se, but I started feeling sickly. And I went to her, I told her that I wasn't feeling good. I needed to go home. Since people are going home on Saturday, they come on Monday. That woman wrote me 4 letters. Like 4 letters. One of the letters, the first letter said that I should go to the hospital, be tested typhoid and malaria. The other letter said that I should see a counselor. The third letter said that I should come back with a guardian or a parent. No, that one she specified. She said I should come with my guardian, because she knew my mother was fire. She didn't want even to see her. Like, I don't know, she had this feeling, and she wanted to break the relationship between my guardian and I. And the other letter stated that I should come back with all the stolen books. My goodness, since when did June become a thief? Now I am Form 4 and I have been doing good since Form 3. And it was so unlike me to be sent home. It was so unlike me being home when other people were in school. So I come home, I look sick. I think I was depressed. I was going through so much pain, emotions, and physical abuse. I remember my hands were paining and my back was paining, and my head always used to feel dizzy, as if I would break out and pass out anytime. I remember I was leaning on this class desk, like during preps times, kila mtu anasoma, I was there crying, feeling a lot of pain in my heart, in my head. So I don't know how to deliver this story to my mother. My mama's presence in that institution really saved me, because I remember after the deputy was not able to deal with the case, a case that didn't even have clear evidence, she asked my mom whether she'd taken me to the hospital. My mom was like, you gave her a lot of punishments and you even beat her to death. Like, thoroughly, I mean, why are you even beating my daughter, like, in such type of way? And my mom said my daughter is not sick, and she'd confirmed that because I told her I'm feeling back pains. I thought I would have gone to the hospital for checkup, but I didn't find it necessary, because I thought I would first deal with emotional support first from my mom and people that mattered, even before I thought of going to the hospital, because I was really depressed. Like, I was feeling as if I will collect my books and go read home and wait for the exam. I don't know how you receive all these. Maybe you've been through worse in any of the institution. Maybe you've passed through a bad, heartbreaking story like I have, or that I have. But now, we all receive pain in a different way. We all want to process stories in a different way. Like, personally, I process that story in a very, very high degree, and for so many reasons. It's been so many years, almost 4 years, since all those incidences were happening, and stories that were shared by Lynn Gugi touched me about Ebby. That time when Ebby was being killed in school, I didn't even know. Maybe I knew, but I didn't even care to know what was happening, or these stories you hear that someone has been murdered, until you start getting the real stories. Classmates that come to confess that for sure, for real, at Gatanga CCM, Ebby was killed by the deputy head teacher, allegedly. How do you receive all this? How would you feel if it was your daughter that is being traumatized in school and you don't know, only to receive a dead body? I really took it personal, and I think we should, through all ways, not stop mentioning Ebby's name, seek justice on behalf of the mother, and this country should not sleep until we have justice for this girl. Because her story and mine relate like 100%, only that I wasn't killed. My friends, I felt like I was going. Ebby is not here to tell us how she felt about the thorough beating and her head being smashed with Bunsen burners. Your daughter should not be a statistics. Your daughter, your son should not be a statistics of being abused in school, being traumatized in school, going through depression in school, or in all ways being tortured or being killed by teachers in the institutions. When we're giving these stories as journalists and content creators, our personal stories, we don't really care who. I don't really care who, when, or what happens to who. The deputy that made me feel all this, made me even feel I had to share all this. She didn't even come to me to apologize or say anything. She just continued acting like an enemy to me when I was in form for doing my exams. I remember tuliheshimiana. Nilikuwa ninamuona naenda hivi. Akiniona, I don't know, we never even wanted to look at each other. I developed a hate for her that hating people is not normal. When you see a person hating you, you have to go and check with them. What is these reasons that is making them hate on you this much? Because you never know the kind of pain you put on people, the kind of pain you put on me, the kind of pain you put on Mama Ebby, the kind of pain you put on other voiceless human beings out here that can't come out to say how it was, what happened. Parents, be extra careful with the life of your children in schools, and especially boarding schools. Check on your child when she comes home, when he comes home. Ask him how he's faring on, or how is life in school. Because some of these stories, you not even hear them as clearly as it is supposed to be from your children, unless you're a good listener. Like, if it were not from my mom, where would I even have started? Where would I even have started to explain I've been sent to a counselor and to go be tested typhoid and malaria, diseases that didn't even exist in my body? I was clean. I have been perfect. My health has been perfect. Like Abby's, Mama Abby said Abby was clean. That lady was not even sick. She even went for a marathon the previous night before she encountered her death. What was even that? Why are you putting so much pain on people? Why are you taking advantage of your so-called positions to harass students? I really thank God that I can eventually afford to tell this story even wearing a smile on my face, even after going through all that. I really thank God that I was able to maneuver through with my mom, and I was able to prove to whoever what was able to be proved. Because I felt people would judge you, would make you feel as if you have this kind of attitude, a bad attitude, a bad spirit, as if you're not able to really fit well with people. But since that wasn't the case, I really thank God I am alive, and I did kind of well. Yes, I didn't like fail so much terribly as she wanted me to. I really thank God that I managed to campus eventually, and were it not for all that, I think I would have gotten a better grade, maybe. I hope you enjoyed the story and grabbed something home. You have something to take home. If you are a parent, you have cautions, you have things to take cautions about when it comes to your kids being taken to boarding schools and their life there as young adults, and that really matters. How their upbringing is depends so much on how they were treated in schools that you take them to. So thank you very much for listening to me. Cheers to more stories to come, more life experiences to come, past life experiences and life as young adults. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Junita 254 channel. See you until next time. Bye.